Hi guys, my name is Madison Nichols and I'm a state 4-H ambassador from Garfield County. Today I want to show you how to do a service project that's really easy to make and it takes little time. So this is called a Paracord survival bracelet, and I make these and I mail them to Operation Gratitude, and they put them in care packages to send to the troops overseas. So to make the Paracord survival bracelet, you'll need 7.5 feet of 550 paracord, and it's really important that you use the 550 paracord because there's 9 strands of string in the middle of it, and it has to be neutral color or camouflage. I think this is like a desert camouflage, but you can get this at any craft store, or I got mine at Paracord Planet, which is a website. And then to make it, I use a jig. It's just easier that way and it's easier to measure. And so I just use a scrap piece of wood for this, and then I put 4 nails in their places, and the information on how to make it is on the Operation Gratitude website. So before we start making our paracord bracelet, we want to burn the edge of our paracord so it doesn't unravel, and I already did that. I used a lighter. But the first step is we're going to make an Ashley stopper knot. So we're going to grab our end and make a little loop like this, and then we're going to grab the top of the loop here and pull it down, which then makes 2 smaller loops. And then I'm going to grab this loop and pull it through the second loop, and that makes a knot. And then I have this little strand here, and I'll put it through the loop and pull. And I want about 1 inch of string paracord left above the knot. So now that I've done that, I'm going to place it here on my jig, and then you kind of make an S shape. So I'm going from these 2 nails to this one, and then I'm putting it around, and then to this one, and I'm wrapping that one around too. So now I'm going to grab the other end of our paracord, and I'm going to pull it towards me. So I'm putting it under everything that I've just wrapped on the jig, and I'm going to just pull it towards me. And it's really important, we're making a loop, so it's going to wind up making our entire bracelet, but it's really important that you make the first 4 kind of tight just so they're secure. So that's 1, and I'm going to pull it towards me again, and that's 2. And then once you make most of your bracelet, it gets easier because you don't have as much paracord to work with. But I'm just going to keep on doing this. And then this is 3. And then 4. So now that I have the 4 loops made, I'm just going to continue doing what I was doing, but I don't have to pull it as tight now. And I'm just going to do this until I get all the way to the end. And it kind of just makes this pattern right here the entire time. And you can also make these for your friends if you want to buy some fun colors, and they make really good presents and they're super easy to make. And the first time you make this, it's going to be a little difficult just getting it all the way wrapped around to where you can make your loops, but once you make a few, it gets a lot easier. And it's getting kind of easier just because I don't have as much paracord left right now, and so it's easier to handle. You occasionally want to stop just to make sure that your paracord isn't overlapping your other loops, and mine's not, so I'm good to continue on. I'm kind of getting closer to the end, but I still have not a lot, but some paracord left, so I can kind of push the loops that I've already made down to create more space for me, and then I can just continue looping my paracord around. And you may have to do that several times to make all the paracord fit. So now that I have a short tail, I'm just going to loop it one more time, and then I can take my knot out from in between these two nails, and then this loop that I created off of this nail, and then I can just pull the string I have left through the loop. And it may be a little difficult just depending on the size of the loop that you have, but you should still be able to get it through. And then I'm going to pull it through and make sure you pull it tight. And then you can pull your loops down to cover this strand. And it's really important that you have a decent sized loop on this end so you can put the knot through it to secure the bracelet. And you may have to work it a bit. So now I can take this loop off the nail, and you may still have to just adjust your bracelet a little bit just to make it look right, but now I can put the knot through this loop at the other end, and that forms the bracelet, I guess. And once you put the knot through the loop, you may still have to move some of your loops of the bracelet around just to make it look right. But there you have your Paracord survival bracelet, and you can find the information on how to make this on the Operation Gratitude website. Thank you.